Look, yeah. Okay. Full court press or full blitz.
It's week 4 of the NFL.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 35, here's second down at a yard. They give to Achane on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. When you talk about this Jets defense, well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Tua. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Toward the pylon. Caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Achane is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And his kick is indeed good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This pass out wide to Hall.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jets had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Miami set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 2 and now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they present it into the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Running rolling right on the option is Tua. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And that's caught inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone. I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll dump this off to H.M. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground, H.M. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. On now the Miami field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A handoff for Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
On first down, back to Achane. To about the 35, second down.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter.
Second and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But his offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First down. How about you?
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
Oh, now meanwhile, on the tackle, some words back and forth. A penalty flag is out. Let's see what this is all about. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with this.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So out now come the Jets. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll give to Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 86 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Here comes second down. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Juwan Johnson,
75 yards.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team. Going through. All. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So the Jets now down 28-21, a little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And, partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Tua's throw complete there to Johnson.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Tua.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Complete to number 28. A gain of 14. And the Dolphins first down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter, both off